I think we are live. I hope we are live. I am so excited. So today the doors are open to Paint Party headquarters. So we are going to be talking about so many different things today, as well as I'm going to be teaching you how to shade a snowman. So I'm going to be painting a snowman, giving away tons of prizes, getting excited for all of y'all that are joining because the doors are officially open to Paint Party headquarters. Okay, so let me go ahead and change this up real quick, and then we're gonna kind of talk about what we are gonna work on this week. We have so many cool things. So as you come in, go ahead and say hello. Let me know you're here. I would love to know, again, like I said, I'm going to be giving away prizes all week. So we are going through different stages. We're going to be giving away different prizes. Hey, Lucinda, and everybody that's watching from YouTube, I just want to say hello. Make sure you check the link that's in the description if you want to know more about Paint Party headquarters, because that is where you're going to find everything. So welcome. I see everybody jumping on. So let's make sure if this is working or not. So can some of y'all do me a favor? Type PPHQ and let me know if it gives you a link to join Paint Party headquarters. Now, you don't have to, but I want to make sure it's working, okay? So go ahead and check that out. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be teaching, talking, painting all at the same time. Oh, we have people here from Brady, Texas. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. Tammy, thank you. She says, make sure you join. Yeah, we have so much fun this week. I'm going to be not only painting with y'all this week, but I'm also going to be teaching a ton of business strategies, because what I have learned, especially as a person, let me know if that PPHQ is working, and you should get a message right away from Texas Art and Soul. Oh, good. Yes, somebody said it is working. And then also, again, I'm going to be giving away gift cards and prizes all throughout. Y'all know my favorites. I'm going to be giving away prizes all throughout this week. So hopefully we're going to have some fun together. Who is ready to learn about business, learn about creative business, learn about doing something fun to make money, learning about in-person paint parties, online paint parties, art kits, door leaners, all of those great things that are bringing people money? Who is interested in learning about that? So let me know. Okay, it looks like it is working on that side. Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, I'm going to start getting a gray. I'm just so excited you're here. So happy you're here. I'm going to make a gray background because I'm going to create something that I have not created yet. So again, real quick, let me get this one off so you can see the full. Let me see if you can see the full thing. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to try to. Okay, see if you can hear me now. Can you hear me when I'm like this? You might have to just see my face the whole time until I can get my tech support helping. When I say tech support, that's Bobby, my husband. And he is not here at the moment. So see if you can hear me now. Let's see, I'm just making sure. Okay, good. Now y'all can hear me. Okay, so you're just going to have to see my face while you see me paint. Are y'all okay with that? Is that okay? Okay, so let me go ahead and find some white. I've been running out of white paint, so I grabbed some other white paint. Right now, I'm just going to get some white with just a hint of black paint on here, just to kind of make a light gray color, okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, sometime, and again, all of y'all in Paint Party headquarters, I am doing a full-blown training for this system, but as you can see, I am still working out the details. So I always train, like I teach you what I learn as I learn it, but I want to make sure I get all of the mess ups, the details, all of that out of the way before I teach it to y'all. So if you're in Paint Party headquarters, I know some of y'all have been asking for this training. And this week I'm going to get a lot of practice. So I'm going to be able to check it out and know exactly how to do that. Okay, so I just did a very, very quick little amount of gray just to have a background on there. So let me show you how to shade not a pumpkin. We are not shading a pumpkin. Let me show you how to shade a snowman. And before I do that, let's go ahead and give away one of the gift cards. And so throughout this whole week, again, Sunday through Thursday, we are celebrating the giant fall launch. Basically, this is where we open the doors to Paint Party headquarters, and we teach you all things creative about how to make money being creative, how to all of these things with in-person paint parties, online paint parties. And so I am just celebrating with giving gift cards away all week for those of you that are showing up live and that are commenting. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. So the first person I'm going to send one to, and if you get your name called out as one of the winners, now pinky promise, everybody pinky promise, we're going to be on the honor system, and we're not going to we don't have to have my team go back and look at the video. So pinky promise, if you do get called out anytime this week from Sunday through Thursday, and I say your name, that you won a prize, not just, hi, Margaret, hi, Barbara, but that you won a prize, and I say so-and-so won a prize, you're going to email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com. Okay, so pinky promise, we have, yep, I see some pinky promises. You have to make sure it's only those people, because again, if I've given out, like, let's say 5 prizes during this live, and all of a sudden my team is getting 25 emails saying they won a prize, that is not very ethical, people. It's not very nice. So let's not do that, okay? All right, so the first person who's winning a prize today, and now the comments are coming in super fast, and I see lots of pinky promises. So the first person is Peggy Major. Peggy Major, you are the first winner. So if y'all want to type in her name so she knows that it's been said, Peggy Major, you're the very first person to win. I'm going to send you a little gift card in the mail. And so what you need to do is send the team support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, and that is Peggy Major. So congratulations, Peggy. And I'll be doing that throughout the whole time while I'm painting, while I'm teaching, all this week, just to make this even more fun. And those of y'all that have already joined Paint Party headquarters, let me know in the comments, because I am so excited to teach you. Again, this is like a fun event we're going to do all week, but really the learning and the growing, all that really happens inside of Paint Party headquarters. So we're excited to help you. Okay, so we are, I'm going to show you just a quick little shading technique as I paint this. And let me see here. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are all congratulating her. Thank you. It's good to be a gracious person, even if you don't get chosen for something. And you never know. We have 5 Sunday through Thursday. So hopefully you are going to hang out with me. You're going to hang out with me a lot this week, I hope. How many of y'all are wanting, because I'm going to kind of build from stage 1, we're going to kind of talk about this while I'm painting, all the way from stage 1 to stage 5. Okay, so this is just a simple snowman. Again, give me grace because I'm doing this live and I'm teaching this live. So I'm just going to be painting and kind of showing y'all some techniques. So this is on a gray background that is still wet. So we are painting wet on wet. I have my blow dryer here if I need to hit it with a blow dryer, but I want to just try to kind of get it started so you can see. So I'm basically doing 3 circles. Now here's the thing about all the paintings I'm teaching this week. You're going to see me paint a lot this week. Now here's the deal. If you are in Paint Party headquarters, you can literally take this exact design and make money off of it. You can sell it. You can do whatever. All I ask is that if you don't join Paint Party headquarters, I don't mind if you paint it at home for fun, that's fine, but just don't sell it. Don't sell my design to make money off of it. But if you're in Paint Party headquarters, you can take any design I do this week, along with all the ones we have inside of Paint Party headquarters, to make money through in-person, online art kits, put it on a porch leaner, commissions, whatever you want to do. You'll be able to take it and do whatever. Okay, so I'm just adding a little white here. And as you can see, just from that already, we have a little bit of shading happening, but I'm going to show you in a minute how to add a little bit more shading. Okay, so let me hit this with a quick blow dryer, and thank you so much for all of y'all on here that are commenting to each other. We're going to try to go back in case I'm missing some comments, and we're going to try to go back and get some questions answered. So if I miss something, because the comments are going really fast, I will try to go back and answer some of those. So let me see if I can do a quick hit on this, and then we'll add some details. I'm going to add some hat, scarf, a bird, all kinds of stuff. And I'm thinking of doing some blues. What do y'all think the overall theme should be? Kind of blues on this, or should I do an overall theme of greens? Let me know which route I should go, green or blue. I'm going to blow dry real quick. Blue, lots of blue, okay? Blue, blue, blue. Okay, good. I don't think one person said green. Oh, Ella said green, or Leah. Oh, thank you, Mary. Okay, so this is almost dry. So what we're going to do now, and I think almost everybody but like 4 people voted blue. So, Christmas green. Kathy came in with all the green hearts. I know if Vicky was on here, she would do green. Okay, so while I'm painting this, I wanted to talk to you really quick about the success path. So there are basically 5 full stages, and I'm going to be going through these throughout the week, okay? Because here's the thing. I want, and again, the paintings even will display this throughout the week as well. Let me go ahead and pick another prize winner real quick. Let's see. Oh, Carletta, I'm going to give you a prize. Carletta Winters. Carletta, make sure, and you're the next prize winner. Carletta Winters, if you will email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, we will send you a gift card. So Carletta Carletta Winters is the winner. Okay, so the whole reason for me talking about this success path, the whole reason for me talking about the stages of Paint Party headquarters is because I want y'all to know that, again, this right here, I just did 3 circles. So whether you are a really experienced painter or whether you are a beginner painter, you can do 3 circles. And so what I want you to know is sometimes we get nervous about teaching paint parties or teaching things like this online because we're scared that we're not going to be able to do it. And here I'm just going to do like a little bitty hat. Let me get my little example. My little example so I can make sure I'm teaching y'all right. Sometimes we get a little nervous that we're not like good enough to do something. All those like fears. I mean, how many of y'all get terrified that, well, I'm not a fine artist, so how could I ever make money being creative? Well, a lot of times the people that are making even more money are the people that are like me and you, that we're crafters. We're crafty. We're able to break something down. How many of y'all would consider yourself a crafter and not an artist, okay? How many of you would consider yourself a crafter and not an artist? I'm just kind of making a a little line here. Fill this in. And let me know in the comments if you would consider, yeah, terrified, yeah, crafter, okay, definitely. The one that's coming on that just said crafter is a Facebook user. Just a little business tip. If you make sure you have a picture in your profile and you also make sure you're titling your, you have your name instead of it saying Facebook user and with no picture, it's going to look better for your business. So sometimes people forget to put that little bit on there. Okay, so I'm just going to make a fun big hat here. Just a fun little hat for my snowman guy. So a lot of us do. We consider ourselves a crafter. And how many of us, again, this is going back to stage one. So my stage one is really a hopeful artist, really a hopeful artist. Getting an area in your house for you to paint is very important. So how many of you have a place in your house? You do not have to have an art studio to have a place to paint. And then posting some of your photos of you painting on your personal Facebook page. You don't even have to be selling anything yet. So I think sometimes we get this feeling of like we have to be this best, this major fine artist to make money, or how dare us make money doing something we love. Now, I think that's a bunch of baloney. And I feel like God has given us all gifts. We all have different gifts, and it's very important that we use our gifts and share our gifts. And one of my my big things that I truly feel like God has put me on this earth for is to share God's love through art, whether it's through a simple craft or a fun painting. But then also, I feel like God has really put on my heart to teach other people how to make money being creative. Because, in a time where you might not have a job right now, or let's say you do have a job, there's a lot of people out there that have never worked harder in these past few months. You might want to just have something fun for you to do as an outlet. I'm just putting a little bit of white, and I'm just kind of adding this so it makes it a little bit of a darker gray so that I can see it. But you may be one of those people that you just want to, you just want to make some extra money to travel. Maybe traveling is not allowed where you're at right now, but you know that you want extra money to buy something really cool for your family for Christmas. Maybe you want to redo your kitchen and you've been looking for a way to have the money for it to make your dream kitchen. And so what we call this making creative money. Okay. A place where you can make creative money. And then you can, if you already have a decent job, you can do fun things like that. And then there's people out there that really they want to do this as their career, like me. I feel like I was born to paint, and I was born to make things. And I've always said, I'm not the best painter. I'll never sit here and say like I'm the best fine artist painter in the world. But I also know that God gave me this way to paint to not only express myself, but to, just have some relief from life. Like, how many of y'all out there, and I love knowing this, and how many of y'all out there actually use painting? Like I always say, art heals. How many of y'all out there use painting to escape reality? How many of y'all are those people? And just so y'all know, before I had an art studio, which I am so grateful for the art space I have now. But before I had that, I have painted literally pretty much everywhere. So we used to live in an 800 square foot house. Actually, before we lived there, there was a time when I lived in a 500 and something square foot house, and I still painted. It was on the bar in my kitchen, but I still made a spot to paint. You literally only need, let's see, 4 foot of space and a little bit of canvas, and just block yourself in. That's all you need. Okay. So remember, when you're doing stuff like this and you think, oh, well, I can't do that. It's easy for Heidi to say she has an art studio. Guys, I did not always have an art studio. I'm very, very, very grateful and very thankful for it. Now, but I did not before. So there were many, many times when my family's kitchen table, because they knew art was so important to me, we used our kitchen table and we ate in the living room. And I know that's some of y'all that's like, oh my gosh, how dare her. But I think, you know, what you're really passionate about, you'll figure out a way. So maybe it's not taking your kitchen table, especially if you're a cook. I'm not a cook, so it was very, very easy decision for my family. But if you're a cook and you don't want to do that, then find a little spot. I don't care if you have to clean out a closet that you're not, you know, you have useless stuff in, you know, take those doors off and figure it out, because it's very important that we get into a situation where we are in problem solving mode, not in, oh, this. Like, how many of y'all, and I used to be this person, so I can easily say it without hurting y'all's feelings, hopefully. And this is dark chocolate. I'm using a little bit of white, and this is where I'm going to start shading. Okay, a little bit of white, and I'm going to start shading. And I'm using a liner brush, just a little bit of white with dark chocolate. And all I'm going to start doing is just on the sides, I'm just going to start kind of going like this, bringing in some different color. But how many of y'all, like, I used to be this person, so I can say it. My husband would go, you would complain if you won the cash option on the lottery, because I was just a complainer. I was like, you know, it didn't matter how good things were. I was going to figure out the thing that I could complain about, right? So I want y'all to kind of notice, if you're that person, it's okay. Just start to notice your typical response of, if I'm saying right now, you know, do you have a spot to paint? And you're immediately going, nope, don't have a spot. Like, find a place outside. You know, literally, like, I mean, I have painted outside before. I mean, so many things. So I want you to remember that and think about that and go, okay, you know, I can say every excuse in the book, but if I really want to paint, and that's stage one, finding a little place to paint, and finding like a part of your dining room table, a part of the bar, a part of a closet, literally. So let me know in the comments. I'm going to see who on here has been a problem solver, because the most successful people in the world are problem solvers. So let's see who in here is a problem solver. And let's see. Shell says, use my breakfast nook as my studio. Before that, 2 TV trays and the couch. That is somebody I love. Shell, is it Gavat? I'm gonna give you a prize right now. That is awesome. So Shell, Gevat, you are the next winner of the prize. Shell Gavat, if you will please email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, and we're going to send you a prize, because that is awesome. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. And yeah, so she used 2 TV trays and her couch. That is dedication right there. Because if you want something bad enough, you will figure out a place. You will figure out a place to paint. You'll figure out a place to make a craft. Again, this is a little bitty canvas. Little bitty. I don't need a ton of space to do this. But once you learn something like this, you can teach it to other people. And Mary says, yes, 100% problem solver. I used to store all my art stuff in the front porch and started teaching parties in an exercise studio where their classes were over. What didn't work was when I used a party space at it. When that didn't work, I used a party space at a bakery. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to be a problem solver. And Juanita says, I use my husband's work light until I can buy a round light. Yeah, okay, so I didn't always have this beautiful lighting. If you look back at my older videos, especially those of y'all on YouTube, you can easily see my older videos, and you can see, like, I had toilet paper, a selfie stick, my daughter's old selfie stick, a toilet paper roll, and I used to have a light, and that held my phone. And then I had a lamp light that was just basically pointed at me. It was awful. And so, yeah, you got to use what you have when you have it. Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of some details here with black so we can get some personality on this snowman. And then I'm going to start quickly adding some scarf and some trees in the back. I might throw in some trees just so I can get some of that green some of y'all were asking for. I know most of y'all were asking for blue. And then how many of y'all here are excited? How many of you have joined Paint Party Headquarters? Again, if you are ready, the doors are open. So the reason why we only open the doors a few times a year is because, as you can imagine, it gets intense. These next few days of y'all watching me live, you're going to see it's pretty intense. But then my focus goes totally back to Paint Party Headquarters, where I can help them make money. So we did a porch leaner challenge just recently, just this past month in Paint Party Headquarters. And I wrote down just a few of the ladies. So Wendy, just last month, and again, Paint Party Headquarters is only $37 a month. So, oh, good, Liz. And we have so many. Peggy just joined. Goldie just joined. Welcome. I'm so glad, because here's the thing. Like, just last month, I did a challenge. And I said, how many of y'all made money off of the porch leaners? And again, you can go and sell porch leaners all day, but I teach you how to do it a strategic way, because marketing, what I found out is most creatives are very creative, but they don't know how to market. And so that's where I really, really, really help you and teach you. So we had Wendy, she made over $1,000 in porch leaners just last month. Cindy over $400 and just started. So if you think $37 and you could potentially make that much money just starting out. And then Nancy over $800 just this past month, just in porch leaners. And what is really cool and kind of and crazy and exciting to think about is on September 22nd, I'm going to be teaching everybody that's in Paint Party Headquarters a reverse paint party technique. So all of the people that are in Paint Party Headquarters, you're going to be learning this reverse paint party technique. And I'm going to be teaching all of that only inside of Paint Party Headquarters. So it's another way. I've made almost $2,000 just through this technique in just over like maybe a 12 to 24 hour period of time. So there's some really cool things that are coming down the pipeline. So whether you're a beginner, or as we get, more in detail, when we start to talk all the way to stage 5. So when we get into more detail and we start to talk where you are now, you're just setting up your space, all the way to people who are already money-making artists. Because I think that's the thing sometimes people forget, is they think, well, if I'm not a beginner, I don't need this group. That is so not true, because like I said, I'm constantly learning so I can keep teaching you the next strategy, the next thing that's working. Because I don't know if you know this, but things online, things in person change every freaking 5 minutes, don't they? Anybody else feel like things are changing faster than you can say, yes, things are changing? And so I want to always be teaching you the newest, the best. And again, a lot of times people can post stuff, but they're like, why is her post working and my post isn't? Or why is the way I'm doing this is working, but the way I'm doing that is not? So that's where I just really love to come in and help you. Okay, so I'm just adding some little arms. Remember, these are just branches, so they can be crazy, wonky, however you want them to be. Doesn't matter. It can be just however. So don't worry too much about how your branches. This is a very happy snowman. He's like, very, very happy. Okay, so let me find the orange I like. Let me see here. Oh, I'm stuck. I have an orange that I really like. Let me find it real quick. It's one of my favorite oranges. Hold on. Let's see. I can't find it, but I'll use these two. It's a mix between, I love Canyon Orange. I love Canyon Orange, but I'm gonna use a mix of burnt orange and the jack-o'-lantern orange. So I'm gonna mix those two. But usually I just use Canyon Orange and call it a day, and it's done. Yeah, definitely. So some of y'all, I know, just even if you don't want the painting designs, which we've had people join just for painting designs, which is fine. Like, if you don't want to do the business, every month I'm going to have a full tutorial for you. And we have some fun stuff coming your way. So So even if you just want to do the painting designs, you can, and then you can ignore the business part. But I would say anybody who is thinking business wise, yeah, you need to be in there, because I think a lot of times, no matter where we're at, like you may be really, really like hopping and doing some really great things. But what I've noticed is, like, if you can take one thing and tweak it, you're going to learn a lot. So for example, one time I paid $700 for 1 hour of somebody teaching me something. And that $700 brought in $30,000 just from that one idea. So I'm a big believer in, like, you know, if somebody's like, hey, try this, this works, then I'm like, yes, definitely. I know. Yeah, Sue, I should not use my teeth. Okay, you do too. I know. I should not. I have some issues. I have some like chipped teeth. Like if you look really close, like this, I've had this chip off twice. So I really probably should not be using my teeth. Please don't tell my mom and my dad. They paid money for braces, so let's not tell them about it. So yeah, so it's really good, because there's so many things that you can learn. And so even if you're just, you know, if you are a person who, I'm going to use a little bit of brown and just add a little bit to this nose. Even if you are a person who's like, yeah, I'm kind of trucking along, you know, I just want to, you know, maybe you see, you know, my Facebook page growing, or maybe you see some things I'm doing that you're like, maybe I could try that. I always look at, like, what's the risk versus the reward. And as I'm adding to this little guy here, I'm going to add a scarf next. I'm going to do blue since everybody was saying blue. What I do want to say is that this, oh yeah, Ray, thank you. Somebody else taught me that too. So you twist in the opposite direction and the plastic comes off. Thank you, Ray. Saved my teeth. So I need y'all to watch out for me. So this one is a desert turquoise. I'm going to use a little bit of that and Calypso blue. I'm going to use some Calypso blue. But here's the thing. When you join Paint Party Headquarters, and again, all you have to do is type PPHQ, you're going to get, oh, Nina just did it. You're going to get a message from Texas Art and Soul. And whenever you get on that page, you're going to click on that link. It's going to bring you to the buy page where you can actually sign up for Texas Art and Soul. I'm sorry, for Paint Party Headquarters. Now, here's what I want to say. And I say this with, please hear me when I say this. If you are a person who's kind of mean, or you're going to just get in there and complain about every 5 seconds, or you're a person who's, you know, just, you're looking to spread some negativity, do not join. Because here's what happens. Whenever people come in and they're a negative person and they're just like complaining about everything, my team helps, you know, we find those people and we refund them and we get them out as fast as possible. The reason why is there are a million places you can go online and you can be hateful, you can be rude, you can be a troll, you can be whatever the heck you feel like you need to be. But in Paint Party Headquarters, we are about support. We are about helping each other. We are about, there is plenty to go around with 1.73 billion people on Facebook. With communities, like I said, I have members in Paint Party Headquarters that are literally using my designs that live in my same town, that live a town over, that live within 45 minutes of me. And I never, ever, ever think, oh my gosh, you know, I can't let somebody that lives close to me do the exact design I'm doing. How would that work? Guys, I teach you so many ways to make money being creative that it's not just, oh my gosh, she had a paint party and now I can't have one. No, there's going to be a lot of different ways for you to make money. In addition to the reverse paint party strategy that I'm going to be teaching as a giant challenge inside of Paint Party Headquarters on September 22nd. But here's the thing, like, yeah, you have until Thursday to make the choice to be a part of it. But if you join before tomorrow night at midnight, I think maybe it's Tuesday. But if you join before Tuesday, so if you're kind of thinking about it, you know, be listening, make sure you know, think about the risk versus the reward. But I'm going to have an extra kind of like, it's kind of like a quick start meeting where I'll answer questions for 2 straight hours for the people that join early. So it's kind of like a Zoom meeting. And then for 2 hours, I'll answer as many questions as I can for 2 hours. Last time I said I'll answer questions so my face fell off, and literally we were there like 5.5 hours and my face pretty much fell off. So we're going to limit it to 2 hours this time because it was a little exhausting for all involved, not just me. It was exhausting for even you guys that joined. So what I want y'all to do is, it's kind of like he's riding a roller coaster. He's like, woo, he's excited. So what I want y'all to remember is, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, that's a stupid snowman and blah, 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 and you're that person, do not join. Please do not join. Save us time, save you time, save our team time. Because if you are a mean person, if you're a meanie, we quickly, it's like going to we can refuse service if you are mean. We do not want mean people in there. It's all about community and helping each other and helping, tweak what you're doing. I'm going to use a little bit of ice blue to add a little bit of shading into here. So I just want to say that, and I'm very, very protective, especially as Paint Party Headquarters has grown. We're at almost 2,000 members now. I'm very, very protective of these women, because I do not want somebody to, let's say this is their first time painting and they paint their little snowman, and then all of a sudden somebody's like rude to them or says something mean to them. Like, guys, that's not the place. You know what I'm saying? You can go anywhere to be mean, and this is not where we're going to. A lot of times people say in Paint Party Headquarters, and those of y'all that are in PPHQ, oh, thank you, Rose. Yeah, my paintings are actually way better when I'm not talking, but I think I've just done it for so long for teaching. So so I do paint better than this, but while I'm talking, it does take away the concentration a little bit. But so we've had people say, like, especially right now with so much negativity in the news and online, and people that just hurt people. And so people that are hurt and they're angry and they're just forwarding posts that probably don't even need to be forwarded, and there's just so much anger. People have told me, Paint Party Headquarters feels like a little vacation. It's like a little break when they go into there. So I will always, me and my team will do everything we can to help you with that, to make sure it is a safe place, because there is no tolerance for jerks. Like, I have no tolerance. And earlier, when I first started Paint Party Headquarters, I had a little tolerance. I always thought, maybe they just had a bad day, or, oh my gosh, maybe this or maybe that. And I would kind of make excuses for people who were being jerks. And then now that we've had Paint Party Headquarters, we've been open for over 2 years now. If somebody's like that, like, we can see it pretty quick. And somebody says it's a haven, it's a party. Yes, definitely. It is. And we are keeping it like that. So if you're a person who's like, I'm going to come in there and be a jackass, you're not. We'll hunt you down and we will kick you out as quick as humanly possible. And I say that because I want to make sure that the people who are in there feel safe. And then there's people in there that are really, really, that have been painting for a long time. And so those people in there, I've found that, they might be fine artists. So we have some fine artists in our group. And when I'm teaching them this, it's, this kind of fun art instead of fine art, because you can make a lot of money through, especially this, coming up through these holidays and through commissions and stuff like that. You can still do your fine art, but you can take these marketing strategies that I'm teaching you and these social media strategies that I'm teaching you. You might not need the painting designs, but you can take these other things and then up level your business that much more. So we are very, very, very excited to welcome you in, but we just want to, I'm just very open about that. I'll probably say that every time I go live. Like, if you're a meanie, do not join. We want people who are problem solvers. We want people that want to try. You may be in a funk and you need to be there. But remember, when you go to post, whenever you go to do things, we want to make sure we're there to help you and uplift you. We even do a prayer and gratitude meeting every month, because I know we're human. I know it's not all like rainbows and unicorns, but I also know that we have so much power in our thoughts, and we have so much. I'm going to use a festive green. I think that's the same green. A festive green. Let me find a little darker green. And Hauser dark green. We have so much power and potential in our thoughts. And so you can look at this next few months, and some of y'all right now are thinking, you're only thinking, again, we don't do any political talk in Paint Party headquarters. There you will know there will be no political talk. So there is prayer talk. So I'm very open about that too. I want y'all to know. So when you come in, you're not all of a sudden scared. Now that doesn't mean that everybody who comes in there is, prays, and that's okay. Like, we have people that are in there just for the business part, and we try to structure. I'm going to add a few trees, and then I'm going to start adding some details to here. I'm going to start with dark green, and I'm going to kind of do a little Bob Ross kind of a line, and then we'll add to it. We structure it where we have like the prayer and gratitude meetings. So you don't have to be a part of those if you don't want to. But when I started Paint Party headquarters, I just could not. I just know how much God has done for my business, and I know He's what has made my business successful. So I could not let that. Like, I know there's such a human aspect to running a business. And so I can't just teach you how to run a business or teach you how to make money doing fun crafts without knowing that you doing this is the biggest self-development course in the history of what you'll ever do. Running a business is like that. Like, you're going to learn so much about yourself. And let me know in the comments if you, and y'all can just kind of see what I'm doing here. Yeah, we're doing some happy little trees. I'm just going to kind of bring them over, almost like upside down V's. I'm just going to do the dark green first. But how many of y'all, started, maybe you just did some creative, like, I'm going to make some creative money to pay for Christmas this season. How many of y'all did that? And then all of a sudden you're like, what the heck? I just learned this about myself and I do not like it. I just learned this about myself and what the heck? Like, there's so much stuff I've learned about myself, good and bad, that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to change that. I'm not really loving how, like, what that did to my personality when I took that on, or whatever the fact is. So there's so many things. Yeah, Peggy, that's a great idea. I can add a bird. Do y'all think I should add a bird to his head or his arm? Let me know in the comments. I'll kind of add a bird if y'all want me to. There's so many things like that you'll learn about yourself that you're like, oh my gosh. So when I was putting together, Paint Party headquarters and what it was going to include and all of that before, all of these members came in, I kept going, do I not talk about God? Like, we won't ever talk politics, because here's the thing, over the next few months, you can be in this state of fear and this state of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Everything's awful, and just watch the news. Or while everybody in the world's doing that, you can make some creative money and have a crap load of fun doing it. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to teach y'all how to have some fun. I'm going to teach y'all how to make creative money during this time where you might not think that you can even start a business. Some of y'all that are brand new to this, you're like, oh man, this sounds interesting, but could it happen? Yeah, some of the people have made so much more money during this time because there's techniques and ways I'm teaching you that's not just traditional. So again, that's where all of those really cool strategies come in. And throughout the week, I'm going to be sharing some of that, but everything is in Paint Party headquarters. Okay, so remember, when you are brand new, you're just getting started, and that's okay. Because again, we're going to talk all the way through to stage 5. So those of y'all that have been doing this a long time, don't worry. There's going to be, throughout the week, I'm going to be sharing more and details on when, if you're already a money-making artist, how you can do things like that. But for those of you that are beginner, you might just be trying to figure out where to put your art studio. You just might be trying to figure out, like, is this even possible? Is this a possibility for me? And I want you to know that it is. You can just be beginning, you know, just like Cindy had just started and already made $400 just with the porch leaner challenge that I gave last month inside of Paint Party headquarters. So yeah, there's so many potential. Let me see here. Cardinal, we have a lot of people that wants the cardinal. And again, if I don't see your comments, because they're coming through really fast, if I don't see your comments, we're going to try to go back and read them. So if I don't see something, I apologize. We'll try to go back and read them and answer questions or any of that. So I think we'll do the cardinal either on the hat or the arms. Let's see. Okay, so a little bit more green here. And y'all can see I'm not doing anything major. I'm just blobbing. Little blobs, okay? All right, so I'm going to add a little cardinal. Let me see. So we do have green, and we have some green and blue. We're able to do both. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to add a little cardinal, and actually I'm going to add just a fun little bird. I don't know if it's going to look exactly like a cardinal. Let me see if I can find the red. Let me go ahead and give another prize away. Okay, so we have, let's see, Valerie Sangster. Let me see if that's right. Valerie, and thank y'all so much for commenting and being present. And I hope you are liking this. Let me know if you're liking this. So Valerie Sangster, if you would please email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com. Support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, and we will send you out a prize. Okay, so let me find some red real quick. And I don't know if he'll turn out like a cardinal, but we're going to try. And when you're using reds, you want to make sure you're using a darker red. So what I really like to use, and I can't find it. I don't know where it went. But there's a Tuscan red. Have you ever used Tuscan red? Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, okay, good. So everybody's loving it. Okay, good. Because we're going to have so much fun this week. Usually a Tuscan red or a primary red. I'm mixing a primary red with a deep burgundy. Just to kind of have it a little bit darker. Yeah, and that's the other thing I want to say too about Paint Party headquarters is whenever you're in there, it's like you have this support along the way. So when I first started teaching paint parties, well over 10 years ago, I was just trying to figure it out, totally trying to figure it out. I just felt very, very, very just alone. And entrepreneurship, man, it can feel very alone, can it? For those of you that maybe have been doing this by yourself for a while. And that's what's been kind of cool about having this, because like even when I do my paint parties, whether they're in person, online, I use the same materials that I'm providing for y'all for my own parties. So it's literally something I built out of what I needed for myself as a person who does paint parties and all of these things. So as we're learning, we're constantly like adding more stuff. So we just recently started adding 10 to 15 SVGs. So every month you can literally take our SVGs and you can put them on your door hangers, your paintings or whatever, and just make even extra stuff. So there's so many cool stuff like that. Oh, Nina just joined. Welcome. Yeah, if you're on here and you're a Paint Party headquarters sister, make sure you welcome the new members. So if you're a new member, let us know so we can all try to welcome you. We're so excited. Okay, so this is just a little blob, okay? And then I'm going to add a little beak and then a little I don't want to do black for the beak. I think I'm going to try to find a little bit more of that orangish color. We'll just bring in that orange again for the beak. And then I want to add a little wing, and then we'll put some I'm just going to try to raise it up. Just a little triangle. And then we're going to put a little heart here to make it look like a wing. And I'm going to add some snow as well. And then maybe a couple of things on here. What are some fun things I could hang? I know I could hang, oh, little ornaments would be really cute. What else could I hang from his arms? Let me know what's something else I could hang from his arms. And then for those of y'all that are watching and you want to see more, I'm going to be live again at 2 p.m. doing a hello door hanger. So for those of y'all that are like, okay, maybe I don't do canvas, but I kick butt at door hangers, you're going to be able to do door hangers as well. I'm going to show you a way that I'm going to do a door hanger and you can make money doing door hangers as well. So throughout the week, we're going to be showing you different ways that you can make creative money. So regardless if you end up joining Paint Party Headquarters or not, which we hope you do, but if regardless if you don't or not, start using these techniques throughout the week. Start bringing in some money. You might go, well, I'm just not really sure, and then you do something, and you're like, okay, well, I just made $100. Huh? What else could that girl teach me? And then see what's going on there. Oh, a lot of people are saying mittens and pine needles. Oh, that would be cute. A little sign saying hello. Oh, cute candy canes. I love that idea. Let me see if I can do some candy canes. I've never done candy canes hanging on an arm. So this may go south. Let's see. This may go real south. Let's see. Make it go behind and in front. Sometimes you will notice when I paint live, I paint things like this snowman. I'm just kind of developing it as I go. So it could go south on us. We hope that it doesn't, but you got to be ready. Candy canes. Yeah, that's a cute idea. Thank y'all for the idea. Okay, so candy cane here. And then I'm going to put some red on there. Let's see if one will look cute over here. Okay. And then maybe one more. Design people. I'm not really good at design, but people say like design should be in like 1s, 3s, or 5s. Is that true? I don't know. I've heard that, but I don't know for sure if it's true. Let me see. I'm going to do another one maybe right here. I think this might work. Okay. Okay, so we got 3 candy canes. And then before I put the red on it, I'm just going to start putting some snow. You know what? I might have a few snow stencils. Let me see if I can find something that might look cute for snowflakes instead of just, yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use some of my favorite stencils. And I'm just going to use these little bitty stencils in here to make some snowflakes, okay? So let me see my dauber. And this is way bigger than I need. Way bigger. It's so hard sometimes. How many of y'all, if you do have art stuff, you can get? Oh yeah, holly leaf on the hat would be real cute. I could add that too. Yeah, I'm gonna add just a few more details here, and then we'll wrap up so I can get ready for the next one at 2. And then in a second, I'll give away another prize. Okay, I might have to use just a brush. Let me see if that's going to work. Oh, man, that did not work. Okay, so let me show you how to fix something when you make a mistake. You can easily, if it just happened, you can easily take, let me plug my phone in before I lose y'all. You can easily take a baby wipe and wipe it off. So since I just made that mistake, this is what's another really great thing about those of y'all that are in stage 1 and you're like, oh, but what happens? Like, look at that. I did that snowflake and it looks like crap. So I'm just going to take it and just wipe it off. And you can do that if it just happened. See? All better. So for the sake of time, because I'm going to go live again at 2 and give more prizes and talk more about fun stages and things that I'm going to be able to teach you in Paint Party Headquarters, I'm going to just, for the sake of time, just kind of do some dots. I just want it to have some snow. Just want it to be snowy, right? And then I'll add in my candy canes and then take a quick look at it. And of course, maybe add some snow text or glitter to it. How many of y'all have decorated for fall yet? I love when people start decorating for fall. I have not decorated yet, but I'm starting to like want to try to get my pumpkins out. And then of course, all things painting as much as I can do. Painting for sure. Okay, so here's a little thing right here. I'm going to add a little bit of red into these candy canes. I don't know why that made my mouth water. It made me want a candy cane all of a sudden. That was funny. All of a sudden I'm like, I really want a candy cane. Just by putting the stripes on it. That was weird. Okay. And then I'm just going to place my hand here. Okay. All right. And let me add just a little holly too. Yeah, Leslie, you're like me. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Snowflakes in front of the hat. Good call. Good call. Yeah, you can do snowflakes coming down. And now I'm going to put a little bit of snow on the hat too. See, that's why I love y'all so much, because y'all have so many great ideas. And I think that's why Paint Party Headquarters is so cool too, because you're not just left to like, oh, I hope this works. Like you can literally go, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. Why is it not working for me? Or what is working for you? Or whatever. It's so cool. Okay, so here's this. I'm going to add a little snow to the brim of this hat. A little bit more black here because I went overboard. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of striping to his scarf with the darker blue. Again, you can just get creative and crazy and do it however you want. This one has it turned out to have a really good Christmas feel, didn't it? With the trees and with the candy canes. That was such a great idea, whoever said that. And I'm going to put a little bit of snow on these branches like it's building up. Just little dots. Like it's, oh my gosh, and I almost forgot something very important. I almost forgot the fringe. I'm a person who wears fringe cowboy boots. How can I forget the fringe? I'm wearing fringe earrings. How could I forget the fringe on the scarf? What the heck? Hold on. Cannot forget the scarf. I would have looked at that later and been mad. But like, wait a minute, what about that? Okay, so just a reminder, anybody who is in Paint Party Headquarters, you know anything that I paint, if you're in Paint Party Headquarters, you can immediately take it and, if you're already a very, good painter, you could immediately take it and start making money with it. Remember, in Paint Party Headquarters, you have rights to all of my designs for online parties, in-person parties, art kits, doing commission. You could take this exact design, put it on a big porch leaner, all kinds of stuff. So there's so many benefits when you are in Paint Party Headquarters. And for those of you that are just watching this and you're not a member, I do not mind if you paint it, but I don't want you using my design to sell it to make money. Only if you're a member. Now, again, remember, if you're a member, you're going to be able to use this along with all of my designs that I create to make money online, in person, your commissions, all of that. I want to make it super easy for you so you can immediately have a design, go for it, start making money. So here's what happens. So again, tonight we have a giant workshop. It's at 7 p.m. And I'm going to be teaching basically the possibilities of how to do online paint parties. And that starts at 7 p.m. That's actually in an event. That's not on Facebook. It's not live on Facebook. Let me go ahead and pick 2 more winners before I go. So that's going to happen. That's going to happen tonight at 7. So guys, this right here, I know we were just painting and talking together, but for those of you that are beginners, do you feel like you could do something like this if you had a tracer or if you were painting with me? Because this is something so simple. Did you see the shading? It was nothing major. Again, we're doing fun art, fine art. So not fun art, not fine art. So let me know in the comments if you think this is something, if you're a beginner, if you're like, okay, maybe I'm a beginner, but I can do this, right? Because again, when you start to practice, when you start to do this, you can totally, totally do this. Also, what happens whenever you type PPHQ? A lot of times people get so confused with, like, they don't even know how to join. We made it super simple. So all you do is you type right now PPHQ, and then you're going to get a message from me and my team in Texas Art and Soul. All you have to do is click on that link. And when you click on that link, you can purchase Paint Party Headquarters. Now it's $37 a month. You can cancel it anytime. But what I want you to try to do is stay with us at least 3 months, because you're going to see that you're going to make way more than $37 a month in the next 3 months if you just do the different things that I'm going to teach you. Along with, on Tuesday at 6 p.m., I have a quick start bonus. So for all of you that are joining right now, you're going to be able to be in this meeting with me on Tuesday. It's a Zoom meeting. I'm going to be answering questions as fast as I can, getting as much questions as I can get to you within 2 hours. And it's kind of like, I'll see your face, you'll see my face, and we'll kind of get to know each other a little bit more, but also just to kind of get you started, hitting the ground running. And then the coolest thing is, we have all the way, again, this week, I'm going to be talking all the way through the stages, from beginner all the way to stage 5, which is a current money-making artist. Stage 4, techie artist. We're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about stage 5, money-making artists, and how I can help even those of you that are already making money, but you're like, something happened, or maybe my studio shut down, or maybe I want to learn how to make money doing it a little bit different. And, just taking a few tips here and there. So we're going to be going all the way from beginner to stage 5, and so many things in between. So guys, when you look at risk versus reward, when I make decisions, I always think, okay, where do I want to be in 5 years? And I think, when I'm thinking about that, what do I need to do to make that happen? Because we always think, well, that can happen for somebody else, but it can't happen for me. That's not true. When you find people that are doing what you're doing, and then you model what they're doing, you get there so much faster. Okay. So I want you to know, if this is something you want to be doing, learn from me. I'm very transparent. Those in Paint Party Headquarters know I am very, very open book, very transparent, and I want to teach you to make money for your family, make extra money for Christmas, and it can be somebody who is a beginner and just learning how to paint. Again, I'm not teaching fine art, hard techniques. I have tracers, I have everything, so that you can, again, bring this to other beginners so that they can have fun too. Okay, so whenever you sign up, Susie's like, I'm so interested. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Well, Susie, all you have to do is type PPHQ, and then you click on the link to join. Whenever you join, you're going to immediately get an email from the email you joined with. Okay. So you use a credit or debit card. You can cancel it anytime. And then I just ask that you try to stay in for at least 3 months, because it's kind of like going to the gym. You want to get, fit, or you want to lose 5 or 10 pounds or whatever, and you do it for 1 to 2 to 3 weeks and it doesn't happen. All of a sudden you think, oh, it doesn't work. Well, it's kind of like that with the business. Like, you can't just all of a sudden, oh, I did it for 1 week and I didn't make my $37 back. Oh my gosh, you got to give it time. You got to, be consistent and keep working, but we're going to hold your hand the whole way through. So once you sign up and you go through the process of signing up, it's going to send you an email so that you can log into the Paint Party Headquarters website. This has so much information, so many trainings. You're going to be overwhelmed. I tell you this because I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I want you to think of it like a library. You don't go into a library and read every single book at once, do you? You do a little at a time. Same thing with Paint Party Headquarters. You grab what you need when you need it, okay? So you're going to sign up, you're going to pay, you'll immediately get an email that will give you a login to go to the Paint Party Headquarters website. You're also going to get a link that's going to allow you to join our private Facebook group with around 2,000 members. So in that link, you're going to see everybody be able to post. Now, I allow you to immediately post a question, but with that comes great responsibility. Number one, you can't be a jerk, okay? No mean people allowed in Paint Party headquarters. Number two, when you're posting, post short questions. Don't post a huge long paragraph, because then it's hard for me, my team, other members in Paint Party headquarters to get to it fast. So remember, if you're needing like, hey, what were the best brushes? And there's also a search bar, because again, we have trainings like crazy. So we have so much information. In addition to, on the 22nd, I'm going to be teaching everybody in Paint Party headquarters what I'm calling a reverse paint party. And that is something, just that alone will be so imperative for y'all. just that alone is worth a year's worth of a membership. And if you purchase the whole year in advance, and you do get a month off. Okay. So if you're like, hey, I want to, try this, and I'm not going to give my, a reason to have an excuse not to go through at least a year of learning from Heidi, then I want you to do the full year, because then you're going to get a year, you're going to get a month off. And then it's going to almost kind of like make yourself go, okay, I'm committing a year. I'm going to commit a year and do this. So I'm so excited. Can't wait. Yeah, Leslie says, LOL, no jerks. Yeah, we don't want no jerks in there. Okay, so let me pick another winner, and then I'm gonna take a quick break and be right back on here at 2 p.m. Central. Okay, so the next winner, we have Susie Spear. Susie says, got hooked following you when I saw how much you love Dolly. Yes, Susie Spear. I love me some Dolly. Susie Spear, if you will please email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, and we will send you a prize. Okay, and then one more, just for y'all being so sweet and sharing and commenting. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's do Diana Knox. Diana Knox, you are the next winner. So Diana Knox, if you see this right now, if you can email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, and we will send you a little happy mail. All right, guys. So here's my little snowman. Again, we have the doors open to Paint Party headquarters right now. You do not want to miss out. The doors close on Thursday. So why do you have to make a decision between now and Thursday? Because my energy is going to focus fully on the members in Paint Party headquarters, so I can help them make as much money as possible for their families over the next several months. And so if I'm always doing this, I can't continually help them as much as I need to. So I want you to think about risk versus reward. And what do you want the next few months to look like? Do you want it to be, stuck in fear, stuck in, unsure of what's going to happen? Or do you want to stop all that and start thinking, oh my gosh, I could dedicate myself to this. What could happen? What are the possibilities? And I'm excited to show you what the possibilities are. So all of you that are still unsure, go ahead and make sure you sign up for the workshop tonight. It's going to be from 7 p.m. to about 9-ish. And then it's not a painting. It's me teaching some business strategy. So if you're still not sure, remember that. I'm teaching you not only paintings, but the strategy, the marketing, all of that. That is what Paint Party headquarters is about. It's half painting and it's half business, because you can be the best painter in the world, but if you do not know how to make money with your creative stuff, then it doesn't matter, right? We need to be able to make money for our families and help our families out in whatever way we can. So anyway, I'll see y'all again. I'm going to be back on at 2 p.m. Central for a door hanger. So I'll see y'all here in about 45 minutes. All right. I'll see you soon. Maybe. I don't know if I can end this thing. Oh, and make sure you join. So type PPHQ to join. All right. I'll see y'all soon.